Turn it up, baby. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3. Family. Let's go.
97.
Second. Oh. I think we may have sound now. We'll see if you can hear everything in the background. Until then, we're going to get audios back to adjusted. Once we get confirmation. We welcome you back. Thank you for standing by with the technical difficulties. And a wild pitch here is the first thing right now as we try to catch up on everything. So Jalen David started the inning off with a single hit within the infield. He moved over to first. Jackson Inman grounded out, which turned into a double play. And then Evan Brock was able to get a hit. He reached first. Then a wild throw. He reached second off the error. Driven to shortstop to play it first in time. So quickly before I can wrap everything out. Good play from the shortstop from the Auburn Doubledays. Chase Massey is able to make the play. Long throw to first base and brings an end to the top of the first. Your score is 0-0. No change here. We thank you for sticking with us through the technical difficulties, and we'll make sure to have a little bit of a pre-mini show when we come back in just 3 seconds. Like I said, 3 seconds, and we're back again. Thank you for joining us on this warm and wonderful Tuesday afternoon here at Falcon Park between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Auburn Doubledays. Batavia Muckdogs enter today's matchup 12-3, number 1 seed in the conference. The other side, the Auburn Doubledays, they enter 9-5, and they're third in the West Division as well. So 1-3 going head-to-head. We'll see who comes out on top. Good impact game early on the season. Right now, you saw the top of the first. Scoreless for the Batavia Muckdogs. I'm not exactly sure what you were able to hear. I'm going to go with nothing for a pregame show, but hopefully you were able to stay and see what you could see on screen. But for now, we'll show you the Batavia defense. So, Noah Nix, he's on the mound. Over at catcher, that's Cooper Romick. First base, James Quintero, Cooper Russell, Miles Manel, and Jackson Inman. For your infield, for your outfield over in left, Kyle Vaughn, Glenn Brooks center, and Jalen David over at right. So that's going to be a look at your Batavia Muckdogs defense.
And Grayson, one thing I'm really excited for is Noah Nix's starting return. In that Elmira game, first game of the season, we saw him have some kind of arm issue that affected his pitching ability. We then saw him have a little bullpen appearance against the Niagara Falls Americans. Today, now, he's going to look to hopefully pitch today against a tough Auburn team.
We'll see how he does. He, again, like you mentioned, 2 innings dating back to June 19th. His first pitch is a strike. We know one thing about him is he can bring the heat steady or upwards to 90 miles an hour. Strike one. That's skied just within the infield. Who's got it? Cooper Romick. And he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. That was Chase Macy on the fly out within the infield.
Yeah, Grayson, Nix's fastball is usually at a nice 90 miles per hour. He's got a really good slider, too. Can really hit the inside and the outside corners with that slider. And I'm excited for what he can do today.
Second up to bat for the Doubledays, that's Nacho Gonzalez. That's ball one outside for Nix. Pitch two. Check swing, it's down low. He doesn't go. Doesn't go, 2-0. It's 2-0 for Gonzalez. That's driven shallow to center field. It's going to get down. Glenn Brooks scoops it up, and it's a base hit lead off. Or, excuse me, not lead off, but a first single for the Auburn Doubledays and their first hit on the day. Now up third baseman, number 2, Flynn Shoop.
Third baseman to up the plate. Nacho's off first. Nix gives him a look.
First pitch shows bunt. That's strike one. Not able to make contact.
And Grayson, to give some quick stats, Flynn Shoop has played in 2 games. He's started in 1. He's had 6 at-bats with a .500 average. That is 3 hits and 6 at-bats. He's also had 2 RBIs. And then Nacho Gonzalez has played in 9 games. He started in 5. He's got a .500 average with 22 at-bats, 11 hits, a double, and 6 RBIs.
Pickoff attempt over at first. Nothing there. Nacho doesn't hesitate. Again, the 0-1 count. Deal to Shoop. Able to perfectly frame that on the outside part of the plate, and now that's 0-2. It's the 0-2 count for Shoop. Delivery. Time called right at the pitch. Wow. Got him right before Nix sent the delivery. Now I can say this, though, about Nacho. For Nacho on base, he only has 2 stolen bags. He's been caught stealing twice. So he's only 50% with base running, and that's a bit outside. Correction on the count, 2-2. But 2-2 count. It's one down low. The basement, 3-2. Full count for Shoop versus Nix, the payoff. We'll see. Payoff pitch. Driven foul, so we'll do a rinse and repeat per usual. Had plenty of those things going in the doubleheader against the Oilers. Crowd seemed to like it, so we'll keep rolling with it. But again, rinse and repeat here. Full count. 1 on, 1 out. The payoff. Driven to third, gets by Inman. That trickles out to left field. And that's a single for Shoop. 1 out now. Now there's 2 on. 1 in scoring position for the Doubledays. Got Nacho now standing on second. Flynn over at first. And now up to bat, number 32, first baseman Justin Batts.
Yep, Grayson Justin Batts has played in 9 games. He started in 8. He's got a .357 batting average with 28 at-bats, 10 hits, 2 doubles, and 11 RBIs. That is tied for second on the team with RBIs.
First pitch is fouled off, so on 1 count. Able to stare down his second from Nix over at Nacho. He delivers home outside. Can't find the bottom right corner that he was looking for at that. So 1-1. Delivery here. Check. Wow. Say he didn't go. Infield umpire says didn't, but wow. All right, so
I thought he did.
Yeah.
I thought he did.
2-1. Driven to second. Russell able to get the play at 2. The play at 1. Stepped off the bag. Couldn't get the tag on. So an out is second base. Fielder's choice. So the out with the fielder's choice puts runners on the corners, 2 outs. The one who has control of the game for the Doubledays, that's going to be number 13, the right fielder, Ethan Smith.
Grayson Ethan Smith has played in 2 games. He started in 2. He's got a .500 average right now with 6 at-bats. He's got 3 hits and 4 RBIs so far this season.
Now they're talking it over. Coach Grant had a discussion with the umpire. They're talking over maybe if he had it. No, he's called safe. So confirmation, no change there. Runners on the corners, fielder's choice. A throw from Natale. Not exactly where he wanted it. Quintero able to get a good snag and make sure it didn't go into foul territory, but wasn't able to get the out for a double play. So the inning will continue here. The bottom of the first. Delivery from Nix. Called inside 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me.
Last time I was on the call, Ethan Smith played his first game for the Doubledays and got his first hit.
Second pitch.
That one is a ball
That's
downstairs.
outside 2-0.
Smith had 500 on the season. That's 3 hits on the season.
He's got runners on the corners. Infield flyout started it out off from Macy. Called ball for now 3-0. Nix behind the count. Trying to find back. On deck for the Doubledays, that's Brendan Smith. The 3-0 pitch. Moves it to 3-1. Able to get a strike over the plate. The 3-1 pitch from Nix. Swing and a miss, and he fights back. It's full count now.
The count is full. With 2 outs. Payoff pitch is coming up.
For Ethan Smith, the payoff. Runners going to second, fouled off.
Batts is going to have to go back. Yes, Smith stays alive to see another pitch.
Batts taking a run early. Gonna have to jog on back to first base. So rinse and repeat the full count.
Either pick up a advancement on what could have been a base hit or ball 4. So really Batts had it on it.
Runners going. Dribbled back to Nix. He's able to scoop and get the underhand toss to Quintero. That's out number 3. Brings an end to the first inning. No runs scored. 2 runners left on for the Doubledays. Just like that, we're heading to the top of the second. We'll be back for more baseball in just a second, should I say.
Order for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Feeding the pack.
Gotta feed the pack.
Go dogs.
Go dogs.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sherry John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
And welcome back to the top of the second. Leading things off for the Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be number 1, your second baseman for today, Cooper Russell. Out there on the mound for the Auburn Doubledays, Matthew Chofe. Oh. We'll take a look at the Auburn. So here we go. Top of the second, we've reached it. Cooper Russell, leadoff man. Strike 1. Swing there from Russell. So quickly 0-1 count. Nothing to sweat about though. The 0-1 pitch. Takes that one, and now 0-2.
Grayson pitching for the Auburn Doubledays is Matthew Chofe. He's played in 3 games. He's 2-1 right now with a 2.57 ERA, 14 innings pitched, 4 hits, 5 runs, 13 walks, and 16 strikeouts so far in the season.
Well, third pitch for this at-bat, it makes it ball 1, 1-2 count inside, close to comfort for Russell. Pitch number 4, though, gets by outside. No one on, no harm done, but count instead now moves 2-2. The 2-2. That's down in the turf. So quickly, the count was 0-2. Now 3-2. Full count. Payoff. That's down in the turf. So 2 straight strikes followed by 4 straight balls sends Russell to first base with a walk, first walk of the game. So now number 16, James Quintero enters the box, 1 runner on. Russell a little hesitate there to go 2. Makes contact with Quintero for a hit by pitch. Started the swing, didn't complete it, and it says it made contact with his arm or hand. So one that it looked like fouled off. Quintero was already taking his gear off, but I guess never went full with the check swing and got the hit by pitch there. So now 2-on, no outs for 47 Cooper Romick, who now stands in the batter's box. Great situation for him. Upstairs in the attic for pitch number 1, a 1-0 count.
Yeah, Grayson Romick has played in 12 games. He started in 10. He's got a 375 batting average right now, 32 at-bats, 12 hits, 2 of them being doubles, and also having 7 RBIs so far this season.
Blocked by the catcher. Make sure it doesn't go by. That one's down in the turf. Tavares, catcher for the Doubledays, able to make sure no wild pitches in front of him so far. Can't afford that with 2 runners on with the Muckdogs. 2-0 count for Romick. No outs
And
That's
this
ball
one's
3.
downstairs, And Tavares has had a busy night behind the plate so far. As that is another beautiful stop by him. Count is 3-0.
It's 3-0. Romick, we'll see if he gets the green light.
The pitch. This one.
He doesn't, as it's able to hang on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1. It's now 3-1.
A little bit past 3 batters. Hopefully that pitch is the one that finds his groove again, because he was sharp in the first inning. No one out, 2 runners on, they're both off. Shohei gives the lead runner a look.
Start on a second, nothing. Driven on the infield towards third. The throw to first on the mark in time. So
That's a 5-3
play out at first for Romick. He's sent back to the dugout, but runners advance. Only 1 out, so 2 runners now standing in scoring position for the Muckdogs as number 8, Miles Manel, comes to the batter's box.
Miles Manel steps into the box, a righty, working with 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. The pitch from Shohei
First pitch
is
inside,
for a ball.
1-0.
Manel batting .290 on the season. 9 hits.
Driven to center. Will it get down? It will. Drops. And a runner comes in. An RBI single for Manel.
That's a single for Miles Manel. And it looks
Able to
like
drive that
Monahan
one
is
perfectly,
coming
centered over his second base.
on it and drops just short
The center fielder for the Doubledays on that play, Monahan, looked like he jogged in. It seemed like he was ready to get underneath and bring up the second out, but no, it falls harmlessly to the turf and or the grass, whatever you want to call it. Just like that, your Muckdogs are on the board, 1-0 in the top of the second. First pitch, number 22, Kyle Vaughn.
And Grayson, with runners in the corners, we have seen the Muckdogs do so many options. Obviously, we've seen the stolen bags. We even saw in one game against the Olean Oilers, we saw a game-winning bunt from Cooper Romick with runners in third and first. These guys can always catch you off guard with these runners in the corners.
2 pickoffs, back-to-back to Manel, so it's one thing that you just try to clarify or go over was base running. And I mean, when it comes to base running, the Batavia Muckdogs do it like no others. Vaughn, that's fouled off. 0-2 count for Vaughn.
And Grayson, that's right. You know, they have 68 stolen bases. That is second in the league. They've only been caught stealing 8. They are in the bottom in terms of getting caught stealing. These guys are very
And now
aggressive.
goes fouled off, though.
Like I was trying to say, these guys are very aggressive on the base path, and I absolutely love that stolen base opportunity right there on the 0-2 count. Obviously, you could have gotten that hit and run situation if the ball was in play somewhere in the outfield.
It's a good test for Manel because, I mean, it's just simple math. Another pickoff attempt. That's the third one for Manel. But if he goes and they attempt to try to throw him out after a pitch from the catcher Tavares, it's more inclined that we'd see Quintero go home. That's driven, blasted to left field. It's high, and here comes the tag out. Quintero, he's going home. A throw to second, but nothing there. No more action, and Quintero comes in for the second run of the game. Batavia is now up 2-0 with 2 outs following the sac fly from Kyle Vaughn. Now up number 31, Jeremy Ramos. So again, 2-0 following the sac fly from Kyle Vaughn. He blasted that one up high to left field. Situation now 2 outs. Miles Manel over on first. Designated hitter for today is Ramos, as he fouls the first pitch off.
Yep, Ramos right now has played in 7 games. He started in 7. He's got a 316 batting average with 19 at-bats, having 6 hits, one of them being a double, and also has 5 RBIs so far this season.
Count is tied at 1-1.
So 1-1 count.
On first base has not been able to advance. And
There goes Manel. The throw to second. It's on the mark, but he can't hang on. Tried to apply the tag too early. Shortstop Chase Massey attempting to make the play. Went to apply the tag just a second early. Took his eyes off the ball and comes loose.
Should be a stolen base for Miles Monell.
So now Manel stands on 2.
Working with a 1-2 count.
1-2 count though for Ramos.
Here, the pitch.
The 1-2 driven to short. He's able to scoop it. The throw to first in time, and that's the third out. Brings an end to the top of the second. But the Batavia Muckdogs, they've opened the gate, and it's 2-0 here at Falcon Park. Auburn Doubledays, they need to respond in the bottom of the second. But the Batavia defense, they've stood tall. The last 8 games, 6 of those 8 games, they've held their opponents to under 3 runs. So 6 of 8, they've done very well in terms of defense. Those other 2, they got away. It's always trying to let those games be forgotten and just move on. But so far, the defense, though, they've been able to take the advice we always say on the broadcast, not like they're really listening, but think like a goldfish. After those games, they've always proven to come back strong. If we go back to it, the Geneva Red Wings game where they won 16-14, they held the Auburn Doubledays to a shutout, 6-0. So they respond well when they go down, but at the same time, their defense is exceptional.
Yeah, Grayson, it's always how they win games. They get the bats going early. They always get these early runs, whether it's 5-0, 2-0, and the pitchers have like less stress in terms of situations where you're not playing from behind. You're always got a lead. You always got your defense around you. And that's just how the Batavia Muckdogs win these games. It's just they rely on their bats early first, and then they rely on the pitching and defense to get the job done.
Now as we go to the bottom of the second, the leadoff man for the Doubledays, Brendan Smith. Number 30, position that extra hitter. And the first pitch from Nix. Won't be able to find the bottom right corner. Ball 1-0. It's down low in the basement.
Counts 1-0. Smith is the 6th batter in the Doubledays lineup.
Swing and a miss for Smith. Smith 1, Smith 2. We got 2 of them. Ethan Smith 5th in the batting lineup. And Brendan Smith 6th. So I'm going to have to remember to not have those guys interchangeable. Luckily, they're not both out on defense, so it's a lot easier to remember. One's extra hitter, one's right fielder, but nonetheless, the count now 1-2-1. That's one inside, now 2-2. Excuse me, inside, hovering over the plate, first strike 2-2. Had it in my mind. So, leadoff walk for Brendan Smith in the bottom of the second. Now up to bat number 20, center fielder Teddy Monahan. If we look at Monahan, he's definitely one of the guys, this Doubledays offense, that knows how to hit with a batting average of .429. He's right behind Evan Brock in the league at third. Evan Brock at second with a .442. So two teams bringing in 2 stars in terms of swinging the bats, and they're going head-to-head, and we'll see how they do. We can keep track of that. But his first at-bat is swing and miss for pitch number 1, 0-1 count.
Yeah, like you mentioned with Monahan, with that .429 average right now, he's played in 9 games. He's played in 11 games, started in 9. He's had 35 at-bats, 15 hits, 2 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, only player on the Doubledays to do it, and 17 RBIs. That is first on the team in home runs and RBIs.
Wild pitch gets by Romick. Able to fall on it, but runner advances. Brendan Smith now stands on 2. The count now 2-1.
Smith is in there with the wild pitch. The pitch. This
So,
one's fouled off.
fouled off right behind home plate. Can't get the contact he wants, and now, just like that, 2-2. Nix still in search of his first strikeout. See if he's able to find it here against Monahan. The 2-2. Driven in between the crease of second and third, shortstop and third. Leaks out to left field and able to get the throw in, and runners on the corners for the Doubledays. So a single from Monahan and number 34 catcher Jose Taveras. He comes up to the batter's box. Cooper Romick giving signals to his players, the infielders. No nicks on this situation, how they're going to address it. There's no outs, fresh count for Taveras. 2 runners on. Nix, the stare down at third. First pitch, able to put some heat on it and deliver it right over the plate on a silver platter. 0-1. It's fouled off, just like that, 0-2.
Also, they had someone stealing from first base over to second. That could have been an interesting situation right there.
The common mind says he's going to have a free base there. I don't think they're going to allow to test it. Given the lead and no out, it's almost a free bag for Smith. He's going. Romick will throw. Good snag from Manel. Wasn't on target to Russell. They did test it. They didn't have Brendan Smith going home there. So a stolen bag for Teddy Monahan. Didn't really look over there. I don't think he had the lead to even attempt to go home. So smart play to try to catch him stealing it too. But now 2 runners in scoring position for the Doubledays. After I predict that wrong, but ball here. Luke Wire up to bat. 2-0. Getting the strikeout from Taveras.
Grayson, they have a lot of batters right now. They're absolutely hot so far this season. Luke Wire has had 9 games played, starting 7. He's had 400 at-bats, or 400 batting average.
That's driven to left field. It gets down. 1 runner comes in. Off the score, Luke Wire. Single. 1 out single, able to bring in a runner as well. So 2-1 now. Just like that, the Doubledays have an answer. Number 21, Colin Haw, left fielder.
Wire on first, Monahan on third. Here's Colin Howe, the left fielder, with runners on the corners and 1
Excuse
out.
me, Howe, Colin Howe.
4 hits on the game compared to the Muckdogs. 2
Comes up to bat. Runners on the corners, 1 out.
This one, just
Pitch number 1, Howe is ball 1.
You're just running us through the technical error. The Doubledays started out running straight walks. Yes, a wild pitch. He scored. Monahan single, picked up the stolen base on third.
That's going to find strike 1, though. Able to put that over the plate.
Howe is working with a 1-1 count.
Now 1-1 count
1 out.
for Howe.
The pitch. This one upstairs for ball 2.
It's up in the attic. Count moves. 2-1.
My name is Evan Corocchio, bringing you tonight's action. Sammy Britton will be taking over a tad bit later. Off first. Dwyer. And there he goes to second.
Runners going to the throw. On the mark, but not in time. So now another stolen base for the Doubledays. That one going for Dwyer. Now 2 runners sitting in scoring position. Calling how he will round things out for the batting order for the Doubledays. On deck is Chase Mossy. The pitch low now. It was the count full.
A huge pitch coming up. All 4 loads the bases.
Okay, Grayson, you need the punch out here. You're gonna have bases loaded with the top of the order coming up as the pitch.
Driven to Manel. He scoops. He throws to 1. And they got him on time. Put some heat behind that one. Able to get it. But another runner comes in. It's all tied up now. 2-2. So on that was Teddy Monahan for the score. Again, 2-2. Top of the lineup for the Doubledays, Chase Mossy. And it's fouled off for pitch number 1.
Massey, who flew out to the catcher in the first inning, fouls that one off. For strike 1. Game is tied 2-2.
0-1 pitch for Massey.
The pitch to Massey is in there for a strike.
Able to get it in the frame. Now 0-2. Just like that, Nick's trying to bring an end to the second inning. Leave it as it stands, all tied up once more.
2 outs. The crowd here at Falcon Park is clapping and stomping on their feet. The 0-2. This
Fouled off, so rinse and repeat the 0-2. So 2. Dwyer over at second. 2 outs. Upstairs. Now 1-2.
So it's a 1-2 count to the righty Massey, who's 2 for 1 on the night so far.
Massey takes a pitch inside. That's the scoop back slightly. Now the count is tied at 2-2.
Stop, flat. Trying to hype up the Doubledays players here at Falcon Park. Knicks set on the rubber.
Nick stared down at second. Delivers home. Whoa. Called inside. Full count. Let's see where we go.
I'm thinking fastball here.
Full count delivery with the payoff, driven to center field at Glenn Brooks, and he's able to get underneath it. So we'll go to the dugouts. Brings an end to the bottom of the second. It's all tied up once more, 2-2 apiece between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Auburn Doubledays. For the top of the third, leading things off for the Batavia Muckdogs, be Jalen David for the second go-around of the carousel of the batting order. But we'll see more baseball when we come back in just a second.
I'd like to withdraw some muck bucks, please.
Muck bucks?
Realistically, I can't withdraw muck bucks here. But what I can do is do all my banking through Tompkins Bank, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs. I gotta get back to picking up my muck bucks.
Here in Batavia, hard work and community goes hand in hand. That's why the Batavia Muckdogs are a proud partner with Farm Credit East, helping support the people of Western New York grow.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Baseball continues here at the top of the third here at Falcon Park. Jalen David, the leadoff man here for the Batavia Muckdogs, number 50. He's 1 for 1 on the day with a single. Started things off in the top of the first and really the start of the game. Again, it's all tied up 2-2 apiece. Batavia scored 2 in the top of the second, followed by a quick response from the Auburn Doubledays, who put up 2 of their own. Pitch number 1, very high inside, almost making contact with David's face. 1-0. Second pitch, also upstairs in the attic, 2-0.
Count is 2-0 to David. That one goes upstairs. Batting 1,000 on the night.
The 2-0.
This one's downstairs for ball 3.
So quickly moved from upstairs to downstairs, now 3-0 for David.
Tonight so far. He's going to take a deep breath and take his time before this next pitch. 3-0.
3-0 pitch.
That's in there.
Ooh, able to get it to sit in. 3-1. Strike 1
Contact is
from
just
Chofe.
grounded out to a double play in the first. Next pitch. Look out. Almost.
Oof.
David.
A pitch that almost comes close to contact is ball number 4 nonetheless. Jalen David now stands on first, and he's a guy that's definitely a threat in terms of stolen bases. He leads the league in stolen bags at 17. So not only the best on the team, but best in the league. He's a speed demon out there, and you got to watch out. So the walk now puts number 2, Jackson Inman, in the batter's box. He takes strike 1 looking on 1 count. It's 0 for 1 on the day. A ground out that turned into a double play. Pickoff attempt first. Not in time and dribbled out from the first baseman, Justin Batts. I feel like we're going to see lots of those against David.
Yeah, and I also wouldn't be surprised if he does try to go for a stolen base opportunity right here. Test the catcher early. And obviously, this is the guy that you want stealing the bases, and this opportunity says he's first in the league in stolen bags.
Going to check over David at first, not once, twice. He'll pitch. David goes. And he's safe. Able to get the slide in, reaches the bag before the tag. And he made it look easy. The throw was on the mark just late. Was really not even the throw. It was had to turn, get the tag down, but Jalen David, by the time he had the tag, Jalen David's body was sliding over the second bag. So, second base, should I say. So he is now on 2. But Inman. Oof. That one I thought maybe a little too high, but no. Catches it. High end of the box, 1-2.
1-2 count, no outs. 2-2 is the score. Doubledays have 4 hits. Muckdogs have 2. Sun is shining bright on the field.
Pitch to Inman. He drives that to left field. Got a lot underneath it, and it's caught. Wow. Able to get it underneath deep to left field, just on the edge of the warning track, and that's the first down for the Auburn's Doubledays defense.
Yeah, he looked like he lost it in the sun right there, but he was still able to find it last second. Almost ran completely past it, but he must have saw in the last second in the sun to make that play.
So Evan Brock, Mr. Reliable, hops into the box. Got second in the league in terms of batting average. Jalen David with a little hesitation. Third baseman, he can't get there. Jalen David sent home, and he's there. David scores. Evan Brock at second. The punch out works from left field, and Evan Brock tried to advance to second. He's caught. Wow, a lot to unpack there. I was stumbling over the names, but Jalen David, he hesitated going third as Evan Brock was swinging. Sent to the third baseman. He tried to dive in front of it. Flynn Shoop, he missed it. Goes out to left field. Jalen David goes 3. He goes home. No play there, but Evan Brock went 1. He went 2. And the throw from the left fielder. Auburn, Cullen Howe, able to make the play in the throw. They caught him as he tried to advance, but now in the batter's box, number 20, Glenn Brooks. Drives that foul.
Yeah, Grayson, going back to that last play, that was just unbelievable baseball IQ. Usually in those situations, you're just gunning it to home to try to get that out right there. And Evan Brock made the right call. He thought the ball was going to go home, so he tried taking second. Instead, the left fielder made the unbelievable throw up to second to get the out, as that third pitch was high for a 2-1 count.
Driven, the short scoop, the throw. It's a long throw, and he's in time. Glenn Brooks is in time. Called safe, able to beat it out. Shortstop from Auburn. Chase Mossy has to go behind, deep within the infield. Throw off his back foot. Had a little float there, and that was a big reason why Glenn Brooks was able to beat that one out. But he now is over at first with a 2-out single. Number 1, Cooper Russell, he was walked in his first plate appearance. Watches strike 1. Now 0-1 for him.
Grayson, we like to talk about Jalen David stealing bags. Glenn Brooks also is known for being a speed demon on this team. He has 15 stolen bases right now. That, I believe, is 4th in the league, as you're fact-checking it for me.
He's tied for 3rd.
Tied for 3rd, okay.
And that's chopped within the infield. Play from the third baseman over at first. It's a wild throw! And a little collision over at first. Not exactly sure what the call there is, because ran right into Russell. Glenn Brooks was able to advance to 3rd. It goes down as an error on the throw. Error on the shortstop. Or, excuse me, third baseman, Shoop. So James Quintero, hit by pitch in his first plate appearance, has runners on the corners, 2 outs. Russell going 2 off the steal, and he's safe. So now forget corners, 2 runners in scoring position for the Batavia Muckdogs. Again, 3-2 following Jalen David scoring earlier in this inning. Chofe. Stare down at Russell. He deals. Able to sit that over the plate. So now 1-1. So 1-1 count for James Quintero. Etch chopped back to Chofe. Underhand toss to first and able to secure the 3rd out. So 2 runners left on for the Muckdogs, but they're able to add 1 to the score box. It's 3-2 as the top of the 3rd comes to an end. The Auburn Doubledays, they responded in the bottom of the 2nd. We'll see if they are able to do it again for the bottom of the 3rd when we come back. And the schedule will show you that here before we get back to baseball. For the Batavia Muckdogs, after a nice day off on Monday, of course they're here in Falcon Park playing the Auburn Doubledays, but we look to the future Wednesday at Niagara, Canada against the Ironbacks. And Thursday rounds out this 3-game streak of away at Jamestown at 6:30. Then back at home Friday, hosting the Buffalo Diesel for an out-of-conference game. Saturday, hosting Niagara, Canada for a doubleheader that starts at 4:30 for a rain makeup earlier in the season. Sunday starts at 5 o'clock at Newark. Monday, another out-of-conference game against Syracuse. We'll host that at home at 6:30 on Tuesday. Back at Niagara, Canada on 6:30. So lots of Canada games coming up in your next week. So, hey, you better be prepared for that. International and here back in the good U.S. of A. Nice mixture between the two. But back to baseball, Auburn Doubledays hosting the Batavia Muckdogs. Muckdogs hang on to a 3-2 lead, scoring one more in the top of the third after both teams put up 2 runs in the second inning. Leading things off for the Auburn Doubledays, that's number 3, Nacho Gonzalez. He's 1 for 1. Fouls that one off. So 0-2 count for Gonzalez. Nix to deliver. Down low in the basement. 1-2. Gonzalez went to check. He didn't go. And the 1-2 pitch gets by. It's down low, but now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2 pitch from Nix sent within the infield. Miles Manell able to come in to throw it first in time. Wow. Miles Manell able to put on the Jets. Saw that he was the one who had to go grab it. He's able to snag it quickly, put ball in hand, and send a beam to Quintero for the first out. Now for the Doubledays, number 2, third baseman Flynn Shoop. Drives that foul towards the right. That one's all the way in the stands. But 0-1 count for Shoop. He's 1 for 1. He had a single earlier in the first inning. Pitch down in the bottom right. It's outside. 1-1.
And Grayson, the last game that they had in turf was against Niagara, where they had a tough loss. But one thing that game taught you is how to play in turf, especially for the players that obviously they played in high school and stuff and college, but summer ball is a different animal. The ball just rolls. It does not slow down. The ball rolls. You got to come and attack it and be ready to fire the ball, and that's what Manell did in that situation.
2-2 count for Shoop. Nix on the delivery. Can't hang over the plate. Full count for Shoop. On deck for the Doubledays is Justin Batts. The payoff. Able to get it inside. Over the frame. It's a strikeout just like that for Nix. He's credited with his second of the day. And that's 2 outs for the Doubledays. Justin Batts comes up to bat. I don't know why that was the only thing I could think of. That one was funnier in my mind. But Justin Batts, he's in the batter's box here. 2 outs. Strike 1 outside. Ties it up 1-1. Another one outside from Nix moves the count 2-1.
2-1 count, 2 outs. 3-2 ball game. Downstairs, ball 3.
Can't get that one. Stay up. Now 3-1 for Bats. Nick's trying to send it to full. Delivery. Drip to right field. Shallow, and it rolls all the way to Jalen David. So a 2-out single from Bats. With a base hit, keeps the batting order going for the Doubledays. Now up, Ethan Smith.
Back to Nix in the first and end of the inning. 2 up. Same scenario. Deja vu. Nats was on first, and Smith grounded out. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. Bats off of first. The sun is in the eyes of James Quintero, first baseman. Bench.
First pitch for Smith in the basement. 1-0. You can see right now on the stream the sun is definitely playing a factor here today early in these handful of innings that we've got so far. You can see the shadow being cast. The sun is low, especially over at first base. We can see James Quintero. He's got his hand up, trying to make sure he can see where this ball goes. Delivery to Smith. Able to catch the outside part of the plate. 1-2 count for Ethan Smith. Noah Nix trying to retire the bottom of the third. Driven straight to the turf. Miles Manelda, underhand toss to Russell, and able to get the out at 2. So that brings an end to the third inning. Batavia Muckdogs, they lead 3-2. These two teams are going back and forth so far. Batavia Muckdogs, they have 4 hits, 3 runs. Doubledays, 2 runs off 5 hits and 2 errors to round out the first third of this ball game. We'll be back for more baseball for the top of the 4th.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Fans, this season you have the opportunity to connect with Muckdogs like never before with exclusive content on all our social media platforms. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X for more Batavia Muckdogs content. And also, don't forget to hit subscribe. Don't miss all our new videos that we post with behind-the-scenes interviews between players and coaches and much, much more. Also, like to remind you, Rochester Regional Health is the official healthcare provider for your Batavia Muckdogs. Next time you need medical attention, make sure you visit Rochester Regional Health for all of your medical needs. So the leadoff man entering the top of the 4th for the Batavia Muckdogs, that's going to be 47, James Cooper Romick. Got myself there. Cooper Romick. First pitch. It's ball number 1, a 1-0 count. Another one upstairs, 2-0.
2-0 counts. Romick in the second, rounded out to the third baseman shoot.
So the 2-0 pitch.
0-0 on the night. He's working
Another one upstairs.
count. Well ahead the count. Chofei is struggling near the fourth.
Putting storage boxes up there in the attic. 3-0.
The pitch.
Down towards the turf, so 4 straight.
4 straight balls.
Puts Cooper Romick over on first. It's not the start I can have in mind from Chofei. He's getting a little visit at the mound here following that.
And here comes head coach for the Auburn Doubledays, Thomas Eaton. Makes his way
Grayson, there is some action right now. There's some pitchers that are kind of warming up, getting their arms stretched, ready to go. I don't think we're seeing a pull here.
We'll see if this is it for Chofei. If that pitcher comes in or if it's just a pep talk. There is a pitcher warming up in the Muckdogs pen as well. Thomas Eaton spent some time in the major leagues. Also spent some time with the Muckdogs as well. Looks like it's just going to be a pep talk.
So a little just mound visit, nothing changing here. Except the fact that in the box is number 8, Miles Manel. So Chofei will be able to hang out on the mound, bake in the sun for a little longer. Cooper Romick stands on first following the walk. That one very far inside. Miles Manel having to stay alert to make sure that one doesn't contact his knee. So 1-0 count. Moves it to 5 straight. Pickoff attempt, not in time. Romick, he's still able to hang out there.
Just not in time, however. Set in the box is Monell.
Pickoff attempt number 2. Control C, control V. Same results. Romick is still safe.
Romick is on his toes over at first base and bats with some elite tagging over there at first.
Back-to-back pickoff attempts. This is going to be number 3.
Pickoff attempt, that's the
He's still safe, so...
This one is not in time as well. Wow. Chofei really does not want Romick to steal at all.
Romick taking another lead. No pickoff attempt here. That's driven to right field. It's shallow. Will get down. It will drop. A base hit from Miles Manel puts 2 on. The single advances Romick to 2, and Miles Manel now on 1. And in the batter's box, number 22, Kyle Vaughn, who had a sac fly to get things going in the second inning for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Yeah, Grayson, the more you see those pickoff moves, the more you get antsy as a batter. You're just ready for that first pitch to come. And in that situation, Romick saw the first pitch, and he got a hit on it. Jammed him a little bit, but it's a ball in play, and now we got a runner at second and first.
Bunt shown, and it goes foul.
I like the call, though.
Trying to advance the runners with that. One trickled foul, so a 1 count for Vaughn. Again, 2 on, no outs. Good situation for a bunt. If we see it again, we will. Able to pull it back. That one's very high inside. A 1-1. So looking down at 2, checking Romick. No one's covering the bag. Showing bunt once again, and able to dribble that, but no. It was foul passing the third baseline to foul territory. So 1-2 for Vaughn. He's going to have to go down swinging.
Just like that, Vaughn is going to step in the box with a 1-2 count. That's playing in the dirt.
1-2 for Vaughn. Delivery. It drives that to left field. It's high. It's moving a little shallow. And there's a fly out from Vaughn. On the play, left fielder from Auburn, number 21, Kyle Howell. No one advances on the fly out. Now 1 out, number 31, Jeremy Ramos.
Working with 1 out, 2 runners on, and a 3-2 lead.
Ramos in the batter's box. He's got 1 out, 2 on, 1 in scoring position. That's Cooper Romick over at 2. Watches pitch number 1 for strike 1. Settles over the plate. So 1 count. Chofe again. We saw him have the visit earlier in this inning. Driven back to Chofe. It's off the mound. Gets the play at 2. The play at 1 in time. So a double play off the ground out. 6-4-3 brings an end to the top of the 4th. No change in score. The Batavia Muckdogs still hang on to a 3-2 lead. That ball perfectly over the mound. Chofe lets it go through. The shortstop from Auburn able to scoop it. Masi dumps it off to his second baseman, Gonzalez, who makes a dart of a throw to bat. And the double play brings an end. Bottom of the 4th, right around the corner. The Muckdogs trying to hang on to a slim lead. We'll see if they continue to do so when we come back.
That's Sliz, right? That's not Sliz. No, wait. Is that Page? That's Garrett. That's Walker.
Oh, yeah, yep, you're right.
Yep, Walter Garrett.
I thought that was 17. Walter Garrett,
No,
you're
I
right.
think Sliz is pitching tomorrow. He's either pitching tomorrow or Thursday.
Number 77, Walter Garrett, replaces Noah Nix to start things off for the bottom of the 4th. Noah Nix retires from this game, doing a serviceable duty. 3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both of those being earned. 1 batter walked, 2 strikeouts, 1 of those being looked across 15 batters faced. But coming into today, Walter Garrett, number 77, as mentioned before, he comes in with a 21.94 ERA. He has a win recorded to him off 4 appearances, 1 start. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 14 runs, 13 being earned, 12 batters walked, and 6 strikeouts. So the bottom of the 4th, Walter Garrett and co. looking to hang on to this 1-run lead. And leading things off for the Auburn Doubledays, number 30, Brendan Smith.
1 win, 0 losses. This is his 5th appearance, and he has started 1 game.
So Brendan Smith so far.
7 hits.
He's 0 for 0. They walk in his first plate appearance. Here we go, bottom of the 4th underway. Garrett's first pitch off a shown bunt. Gets it down, Garrett with the scoop and the throw to first. Not on the target, gets by Quintero. Romick able to assist here, slides in, snags it. So that's going to go down as an error. But Brendan Smith able to reach 2.
Yeah, Grayson, that's not really what you want in your first play, especially on the punt right there. You're just trying to get confident in the game right now in your pitches. For him to get a first pitch punt and then for you to have to make the play on it, had a little bit of pregame jitters there, so now you're kind of in a pickle early situation. Walter Garrett.
Now up to bat, Teddy Monahan drives that to Manel, who's able to get it off the 2 bounces and the throw to first. On the mark for the first out in time. 1 out, 1 runner on in scoring position. Again, that's Brendan Smith. Like you mentioned, Jarrett, not exactly what he had in mind. Just got to be able to shake it off, move on to the next at bat. Whether it's yourself or from the aid of your defense, which got the help from Miles Manel for the first out. Just perfect to move on from that with quick 1 pitch and 1 out. But now up number 34, following a ball outside. Well tracked down by Romick to make sure that one doesn't go by him is Jose Taveras.
1-0 count, 1 out. 3-2 Muckdogs, runner on second.
The 1-0 pitch is also outside. Another stop from Romick. It's 2-0. It's also one thing that I don't think Garrett was expecting was a first pitch lay-down bunt from Brendan Smith. Immediately had to move from pitcher to player and make the throw to first. But Miles Manel, he's busy, able to scoop that one again, and another throw from him gets another out.
There you go. Now Walter Garrett's trying to find his zone right now. Had a little tough first 2 pitches in that at-bat, but he's relying very heavily on this defense right now to make plays. And right now, especially Miles Manel, he is answering the call.
So Miles Manel with 2 putouts back-to-back. 6-3 on both of those. Luke Guire, designated hitter, he comes up to the plate and strike 1. Watches that one go by, so 0-1 against him.
0-1 count. Smith off of second. Russell keeping him close. Jarrett gives Smith a look.
1. Fouled off, now 0-2.
Fourth the on-deck batter, Colin Howe. 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garrett, well ahead in the count.
Garrett looking at 2. He's not throwing there. And able to make this an 0-3 strikeout looking. Guire, he's got a few words with the umpire to make sure he saw it correctly, but nonetheless, that brings an end to the bottom of the 4th. What seemed to be, like you mentioned, a hiccup, as you described it, Jarrett, for a start. Not exactly what Walter Garrett had in mind. He quickly plays cleanup intel from Miles Manel, who had back-to-back putouts, and then he strikeout looking courtesy of Walter Garrett for his first on the day. Brings an end to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 is your score. Top of the 5th, leading things off will be Kyle Vaughn. But again, a message from Go Health New York. Has your child been tested for lead? The only way to know if your child has lead poisoning is to get them tested. All children should be tested at ages 1 and 2. Talk to your healthcare provider or the lead poisoning prevention staff from the Genesee County Health Department. 585-344-2580, extension 5555, about a blood lead test for your child today, or for more information on transportation to get tested. And another message from Mental Health Association. Wellness on the Go, WNGO, offers mobile mental health supports through Medicaid managed care plans across Niagara, Genesee, and Orleans counties. For more information or to make a referral, call us at 585-345-0448. A correction on my call out there, it's Jalen David who will be leading things off. We're 50, Jalen David. So again, your score 3-2, Batavia. Hanging on to a 1-run lead, entering the top of the fifth. Like as mentioned before, Jalen David leads things off on deck. Number 2, Jackson Inman, and in the hole, number 11, Evan Brock.
Safe 2 times tonight. In the first, he hit for a single. In the third, he picked up a walk, stolen base, and scored. He has been sharp.
Pitch from Chofe. Too high. Chofe had the discussion in the last inning. He's still out there. The first pitch is ball 1-1-0. Swing and a miss from David now moves it 2-2.
Yeah, Grayson, I'll be honest, it's hard to really tell who's the bullpen right now. We've had action from everybody in the bullpen. They're all moving around. They're all getting ready to go. We'll have to see later which one is the next man up.
So that one's fouled off down the third baseline. So 1-2 for David. 1-1 on the day with a single and a walk. 1-2, driven straight to third. The throw to first. What's the... Jalen David went sliding into first, tried to get underneath it. The first baseman from Auburn, he stepped off the bag, bats. It's called out. They're going to discuss this because Jalen David, he had to go underneath. He saw Betts had to step off. The throw was slightly off the mark. Had the snag, went to apply it, but maybe Jalen David had a chance. He's called safe.
There we go. I was about to say, he definitely went under that tag there. But I'm glad they had a little conversation on the mound.
I like the call there. Jalen David, as mentioned, that was back-to-back 1-2 sequence.
And to answer somebody's question right now, Noah Nix was pulled in the last inning. Is now Walter Garrett on the mound for the Muckdogs, and Chofe is still on the mound for the Auburn Doubledays. As right now we are seeing conversations happening everywhere. The pitcher was talking to the field umpire. We got the coach talking to the home plate umpire. They made the right call. It's a really close play, but the third baseman has been really struggling this game right now. He's had a lot of throws that have gone out of play, have gone where the first baseman has stepped out the bag, and right now it's costing them this outs in terms of the Auburn Doubledays.
Jackson Inman in the box. As I was saying, but again, Jalen David was able to get down right as the throw came in, and I believe that was the reason. Couldn't see his leg extended from our angle, but I think that's the reason he's called safe. That's driven high over to center. Who's got it? It's the center fielder. Jalen David with the tag up. No, he's going to get called back, and he could have had that as that one dribbles by the cutoff man past the shortstop and all the way to the pitcher, but he's called back, reeled in to first base. So Inman drives one to center field, but it's caught by the center fielder, Teddy Monahan, for that. Now up number 11, Evan Brock. Pickoff attempt over at first, and a little bit of contact between David and Betts. He reaches 2, though, nonetheless. But again, a lot of contact there between the first baseman and any base runner.
Yeah, the first baseman has kind of ran into a lot of players right now. Obviously, one of the big reasons why is because the ball hasn't really been thrown to his glove. It's been a lot of pass balls, but the mistakes of the Muckdogs are costing into their favor.
So 1-0 count there. Ball inside following the pickoff attempt that did not go Chofe's way, with Jalen David able to advance to 2. He's taking a decent lead, dancing here and there, and that's driven to third base. Off the dribble, the throw to first. Can't hang on to it. David going home. And Jalen David slides in, and that's another one for the Batavia Muckdogs. It's now 4-2. The error from Shoop. The throw from 3-1. Nothing there.
Grayson, right now, he's had so many errors right now. He has been costing this team so many outs right now. Obviously, if you're a pitcher, you're doing your job. You're getting the ball and play grounders. These aren't even tough plays. He is just not making the throw right now. And as a pitcher, I would be frustrated too. He definitely had his moment right there where he almost lost his mind on third baseman.
Glenn Brooks now the cleanup spot. He's back in the batter's box. Ball high inside. Again, Evan Brock now over on first. That's fouled off, so 1-1. So Evan Brock with the recorded RBI. Error by the third baseman. Flynn Shoop, the throw there. It's not on the mark and had bats coming off the bag either way. He was able to block it down. It dribbled out from his glove, but Evan Brock reaches first, and Jalen David, again, we saw him dancing with that huge lead. Went 3, and by the time he saw the throw to first and it didn't connect, he put 2 and 2 together. By the time that puzzle was solved, though, Jalen David was already at home. Ball down near the turf. Moves count 2-1. Again, 1 out. Out being the flyout from Jackson Inman. That's driven high to right field. Smith is able to get underneath it for the second out. Fly out from Glenn Brooks. Now Cooper Russell to the batter's box. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Walk. Able to get on with an error as well. Pickoff attempt for Brock. Nothing there from Chofei. I mean, surprised that they're still going for these. Just given the fact of connection right now from the Doubledays infield doesn't seem to be on the mark. Like you said, a lot of those can be attributed to Shoop, who hasn't had the performance he's been looking for. As he has 3 errors on the day already by the top of the 5th inning. So still fresh count for Russell. Fouled off. 0-1. It's pitch number 2. Can't find the bottom right corner. Ball 1-1. Again, the sun still setting just on our left behind us. So over in right field, first base, it's a little troublesome to be able to see. Another one blocked down by the catcher, Taveros. 2-1. The 2-1 from Chofei. And a throw from Taveras to first. Bats that one. That was down near the turf. He stopped it to make sure that Brock isn't able to get a free bag at 2. Got back. Nothing changes except for 2-2 now for Russell. Outside, full count. Can't find the frame there. Ripped foul off the payoff, so rinse and repeat. We'll do it again. Chofe checking Brock, but full count, the payoff. And that's strike 3. Finds it inside the box. Sends Russell back to the dugout looking and brings an end to the top of the 5th. Your score, 4-2. Batavia able to add one more, courtesy of Jalen David. The bottom of the 5th, Auburn Doubledays. They need a score. Defense so far for them has not been clicking. 5 errors on the day for the Auburn Doubledays. Thank you. But just trying to solve those pieces on defense, but they can't look back at that. They're on offense. They need to get the bat swinging for the bottom of the 5th against this stubborn, clean, well-played defense from the Batavia Muckdogs. We'll be back in just a second. Bottom of the 5th, here we go. The Auburn Doubledays lead off for the bottom of the 5th, Colin Hall. Last man in the batting order for the Doubledays. So it'll be the 3rd go-round. Chase Mossy makes his way to the batter's box. But meanwhile, this one sent to Manel. The throw to first. Wow. Wow. I can't believe that one. Called safe by the umpire. Quintero, I don't believe that one made contact with the turf and thought he had that pinch runner coming in for Howe.
Yeah, I definitely thought he was out, but I guess the only reason why you can make that change of that call and say safe is that maybe he stepped off the bag in that scoop. But the umpire didn't really make that call. He was saying that it was safe just by the runner beating the throw.
I'm not exactly sure how you make that call. But again, I'm not the umpire. So now what? Chase Massey. 2 flyouts, one within the infield, one to the outfield. He's 0 for 2 on the day, still in search of his first hit. 1-0, down low, moves it to 2-0.
Grayson, right now we did see a pinch runner come in. Person at first now is Jaden Madrid. Right now he's got 5 stolen bases on the team. That is 3rd on the team for stolen bases. He's now sitting on first.
Came in for Howe with the single to lead things off. That's driven in between the pocket. Short and 3rd and leaks to left field for a single for Massey. So now 2 runners on, following back-to-back hits for the Doubledays. Nacho Gonzalez. is up to bat, but Coach Grant is coming out of the dugout to visit Walter Garrett.
1 for 2 on the game. His first single and got much stranded in the first. In the third, he grounded out to the shortstop. He's gotten at that in every other inning. Here goes one of the Muckdogs coaches to talk to Walter Garrett.
Again, plenty of players in the bullpen for the Muckdogs, but doesn't seem to be any signal, and I don't think we'll get one.
Yeah, Grayson, the main one that was warming up, I believe, was Logan Thomas. He was the one that was warming up, throwing some pitches. He is probably the next one to go. But now we're also seeing a left-hander also warming up in the bullpen right now. So we'll probably see one of those two come in for Garrett if he can't get out of the situation.
Well, the situation right now is 2 runners on after back-to-back hits from the Doubledays, first and second, no outs, and a fresh count. For number 3, Nacho Gonzalez.
Bunt to
Shows bunt from Gonzalez. Lays it down. Romick on the throw to first. And able to make it in time. Quintero, it was an early shown bunt. Comes in. Cooper Russell able to cover first. Able to advance the runners on the sac bunt. But now 1 out. The 2 runners now standing in scoring position. So the lead runner is now at 2 for the Auburn Doubledays. Now number 2, Flynn Shoop. Single and a strikeout.
1 for 2. His first single and struck out looking third. Both runners off. 1 out. The pitch. This one.
It's fouled off for the first pitch. So 0-1. Excuse me, not leading, but tying run at 2. Leading run at the plate. Excuse me for my correction earlier.
Tie the game. Doubledays are down 4-2. Shoot would love one here. The pitch. This one downstairs.
That one. Ball to play at the plate is safe. The wild pitch brings in a runner. Colin Madrid on the score. They brought in Madrid as a pinch runner for Colin Howe, and it shows for good reason. Able to use his wheels and get a score at home off a wild pitch. Romick had it blocked down. It trickled out, though, to the left side. Snagged it. Seemed like Walter Garrett would have a play there. Not sure exactly where the throw, I think maybe slightly off the mark. That's driven high. Shallow left field. Who's got it? Miles Manel. No, it drops. The throw at the plate, not there on the mark, and it's all tied up. You can hear this crowd getting into it. It's all tied 4-4.
Yeah, Grayson, he just lost it in the sun right there. As you can see, kind of on the stream a little bit. You got that shade over near the shortstop and third base line, and then you got that shade over in the left field. Right dead in the middle is just sun that is just hitting you in the face. And Monell also, with the fact having to run backwards, just lost it in the sun.
Now a game, as I was mentioning before, could go to a tied situation. It's all tied up 4-4, 1 out. Up to bat, number 32, Justin bats. Again, Jaden Madrid scored off the wild pitch. Chase Massey moved to third. And that pop fly that able to reach down in the shallowest parts of the left field grass. As you mentioned, the sun probably coming into a big factor why dropped down and Massey came in to score. Now the count gets blocked down from Romick. It was in the turf. Stays in front of it, but can't find it. And Flynn Shoop advances from 2 to 3. Again, Shoop was able to get a single, advance to second off the throw to home. Play was off the mark. Miles Mel tried to put it ball to hand a little too quickly with that throw. Couldn't beat him out. But now 2-2 count for Justin Batts. The 2-2, that's outside, so full count now. Ball 3, full count, payoff moments away for Justin Batts and Walter Garrett. Full count, payoff. Driven foul, rinse and repeat, we'll do it again. It's a payoff once again, and that's inside. Ball 4, and now Batts goes to first, and runners on the corners for the Doubledays. It's all tied up, and Coach Grant now back out to the mound, and this looks like it'll bring an end to Garrett's day. And there it is. An end to Walter Garrett's day. Did not like, most likely, how he went out. So the game's now tied. The call to the bullpen for the Muckdogs. So it's number 44 for Batavia Muckdogs, Logan Thomas.
And Grayson, Logan Thomas has played in one game right now. He pitched 2 innings. He's one of the pitchers on this team with that perfect 0 ERA. He's had 1 strikeout, 1 hit. He's the kind of pitcher that's got that sidearm kind of right-handed throw that's really relying on his spin rate and his defense to get the job done. Right now, you got runners in the corners. Again, you might see a stolen base opportunity coming in.
So right now, Logan Thomas, again, filling in for Walter Garrett on the mound. Following the Justin Batts walk, which put runners on the corners. For Walter Garrett, his day will come to an end with 1 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 of those being earned, 1 batter walked, 1 strikeout, it being looking, 9 batters faced. So they go to their third arm. Again, Logan Thomas, as mentioned before by Jarrett, perfect ERA so far in the season. He's going to try to make sure that this game stays tied. Brings a quick ending to what now is a little scary sum, bottom of the 5th, as the Auburn again tied it up by scoring 2 earlier. It's all 4s now for both these teams. Plenty of baseball to be played, so if it happens, Batavia Muckdogs on offense, I feel like they could get it done easily.
Yeah, right now up to bat is Smith, right fielder. He's 0 for 2 right now with 2 groundouts right now. This is the opportunity if you're Logan Thomas, who relies very heavily on his defense, to really get a ground ball, hopefully to either Manel or Russell, to get a double play here and get out of this inning.
See what happens. The stealing second, and a throw from Romick, and that just turned ugly. A throw from Romick to Russell. It's off the mark. 5 feet towards second where Russell stands. And he tried to get it down. Can't get it in his glove. Sent home is the man on the corner, Flynn Shoop. And he runs in for another score. And just like that, Auburn Doubledays lead 5-4.
Picks up a stolen base.
Pitch outside from Thomas.
That one's outside for ball 2.
2-0 count now. The 2-0 count now inside.
Ball 3.
Ball 3, 3-0. Was mentioning about the situation. Can't focus on just trying to make it perfect. Of course, that's the best situation you wanted. That throw, not exactly what the Muckdogs needed there. As that's able to get on the inside part of the plate for strike 1, 3-1 count.
3-1 count, 1 out. Ethan Smith. 0 for 2 on the night.
And a hit by pitch for Ethan Smith now puts him at first.
Ethan Smith on first. On second base is Justin Batts. And the Doubledays have life in the bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5th right now is going all Doubledays way. That's a tongue twister right there, but all Doubledays way, should I say.
There you go.
Now to bat, Brendan Smith is a ball that got away from Thomas on the behind the back from Brendan Smith, but Cooper Romick able to locate it and make sure that that wasn't going wild any more than what it was. So nothing changes there except the count, 1-0. Thomas stare down at 2. And another hit by pitch inside. Now bases loaded for the Doubledays.
Yeah, Grayson, right now he's trying to paint the inside corner with that slider of his sidearm pitch. And right now, it's just not breaking right now. It's
brings an end, though. As you mentioned, they are already bringing Logan Thomas out. With this situation, they don't want this to get away from them. Just like that, Logan Thomas doesn't have that long of a stay on the mound. Only 2 at-bats, or 2 batters faced, excuse me, brings an end to his night. 2 hit by pitches off 2 batters faced. Retires him. Coach Grant does not want this situation getting any more messier than it can. It's 5-4 as it stands. 1 out will be Teddy Monahan, who comes up to the plate with bases loaded situation. On the mound right now for the Batavia Muckdogs
is Dean Hashide. Hashide right now has pitched in 2 games. He's got a 0 ERA right now. He's pitching 1 inning. He has 2 hits. He has a walk. He's got 3 strikeouts right now. Switching it up a little bit, Dean Hashide has kind of showed that he's been able to pitch in these kind of situations. He started off pitching against the Buffalo Diesel, and now he is looking to get out of this situation with bases loaded with 1 out. Right now, you're just really hoping to get out of the situation with the situation that you're in, with it being a 4-5 game right now. You're just hoping to, because we've seen this problem before where they've gotten bases loaded and they've struggled to get that 2nd and 3rd out when the pressure is hitting them, when the momentum is on the other team's side. They have struggled to find a way to get out of these situations. And right now, best case solution, you're looking for a double play here to survive this rough outing that you've had right now to make it a 4-5 game, and then you could get the bats going to hopefully bring this game back.
Dino Ishide from Los Angeles, California, left-handed pitcher. Attended the College of Sonoma Pitzer Colleges. An ERA of 8.47. His win-loss was 0-2. The 7.9 strikeouts per 9 innings. And right now, he takes on a really tough situation. Down one already. The bottom of the fifth, 1 out, fresh count. That being one of the better hitters within the league, Teddy Monahan, again, with bases loaded. Dean Hoshide's first pitch is upstairs for a 1-0 count.
And Grayson, he's a player on this team that has hit the 2 home runs right now. One of them being a grand slam. Obviously, that's something you don't want to hear right now, but that's something to keep in the back of your mind right now. As a second pitch, called strike 1, 1-1 count now.
Something that as a pitcher you don't want to have in the back of your mind. That's not what you want to let up. But 1-1 count. Driven to right field, it gets down and shallow. That's 1 scored. Jalen David, the throw to home. Cut off by Cooper Russell. That brings in 2 more. Brings in 2 more. It is 7-4 now for the Batavia Muckdogs. A double from Teddy Monahan. 2 RBI double. So, just like that, the Doubledays take on a 3-run lead. Up to bat, Jose Taveras. Ball inside, Romnick makes contact with it, knocked down, able to recover, no damage done. A 1-0 count.
1-0 count to Taveras. He's 0 for 2 on the night, still looking for his first hit. Doubledays, man, they're on their feet. The pitch. In there.
Pitch number 2 is going to be better. It's on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. The 1-1. Ball 2. Too low downstairs. 2-1 now. Can hear the Doubledays fans here. They're hyped. Went reaching for it. It's chopped foul from Taveras. One that hovered out the outside part, he went swinging for it. Had contact, but not enough. Now tied up count at 2-2. Oshide. It's upstairs. Now it's full count. Huge pitch right here for this bottom of the 5th inning. Situations that favorable to each team in their own. Payoff, and that's outside. Ball 4 puts Taveras at first, and with that, bases loaded once more for this Auburn team. Luke Wire, 1 for 2 on the day, an RBI single in his first appearance, and a strikeout looking at his second. Goes swinging here for pitch 1. 0-1 now.
Wire batting 400 on the season. 10 hits.
Driven to Cooper Russell. He's able to make the snag there. Makes the tag and the throw at first. Gets a double play there. So damage is kept down only to now a 3-run difference. Batavia in the hole, 4-7 to the top of the 6th. Could have been much worse with bases loaded in that situation, but able to escape it. Calling in 2 pitchers. Logan Thomas came in, only pitched against 2 batters, both hit by pitch, and then Dean Hoshide came in, letting up a double, two RBI double against Teddy Monahan, a walk and a ground out double play from Cooper Russell with a tag and a throw to first brings an end to a chaotic and an unplanned bottom of the fifth for the Batavia Muckdogs.
Yeah, right now you have Chofe still on the mound in this situation. You have now seen him at least 3 times right now. You got to attack him early. Get some runners in scoring position so when the bullpen comes in, you still have those runners in scoring position right now. You're only down 3, and there is still a lot of baseball right now. But you got to get aggressive on him, especially with Chofe now still on the mound. You have seen him 3 times now. You start to figure out what his pitch mixes is, what his strategy might be. You got to attack him, get hopefully some runners, so then when the bullpen comes in, you still have those runners, and hopefully you can cash in some runs with baseball still being available. Right now, this is a situation where you would want to attack the starting pitcher to hopefully get him out of the game.
Mentioned Chofe's pitch count is getting up there. I wouldn't be surprised if he lets up a hit, 1 or 2. It'd probably bring an end to his day for the Doubledays. Right now, though, it's going the Doubledays' way. Nailed it there. 7-4 is your score. They're both teams put up 2 in the second. Batavia took out a 3-2 lead, scoring 1 in the top of the third, and then adding on to make it 4-2 in the top of the fifth until the Doubledays came in, added 5 in the bottom of the fifth, which was really chaotic for the Batavia defense and bullpen. 3 pitchers showed face on the mound. 5 runners scored, and now it's a 7-4 situation. Up first for the Batavia Muckdogs. Hit over to first base, and the play made at first base. James Quintero was up to bat. Driven straight down the first baseline for the first out. Now number 47, Cooper Romick. First pitch to Romick is ball down the bottom right, 1-0. Now 2-0, another one outside. Muckdogs offense just in search of a nice little rally to get going. The 2-0. Able to hang that one on the inside part of the plate for strike 1, 2-1. Two-one delivery is down low in the basement for 3-1. Cooper Romick is 0 for 1 on the day. Fielder's choice and a walk. 3-1 pitch high upstairs on the rooftop. Ball 4 and another walk for Romick. Puts him over at first base. Miles Manel comes up to bat. He's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 singles.
Yep, every single at bat, I'm looking over at that dugout right there to see when they finally make that call. Is that a ground out over to third? And we got a double play to end the inning. That is just an unfortunate way to end the inning. You were hopefully trying to get some momentum back in this situation, and right now, Auburn just has all the momentum right now in the bottom of the 6th.
A 5-4-3 on that for the double play brings an end to the top of the 6th way quicker than the Muckdogs had intended. The bottom of the 6th now coming up with the Muckdogs again on defense. have to play strong, letting up 5 in the last, hoping not to do that again. Keep it clean here. We'll see when we come back.
I'll take 1 million beers, please.
Nah, man, we don't have that. Here, try this.
What's this?
This is beer from Eli Fish, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
That's unbelievable. Thank you.
No problem, man.
I have what he had.
Oh, didn't see you there. Welcome to the YMCA. Let me show you around. They have free weights and machines here at their state-of-the-art gym. They also have open courts here. And after all those activities, you can come to the pool and cool off. Remember, folks, you can find all these activities here at Glow YMCA, Genesee County Branch.
Leading things on for the Auburn Doubledays is Jaden Madrid.
You're right, you're right.
I know I'm right. He's coming in for number 21, Colin Hell. That was what I was looking for. Jaden Madrid coming in, Colin Hell. Fouled off there, 1-1 now. Saw him come in as a pinch runner. As that's a wild pitch from Oshida. He fell down on the mound. Reaches the backstop. Seems to be okay. He went down with that one. I'm not sure what happened that. The wild pitch now 2-1. Delivery here. Driven back to Oshida. Can't backhand it. Cooper Russell able to make the play. So ground out. Brings us back to the top of the batting order for the Auburn Doubledays. Chase Massey. Today he's 1 for 3. 2 flyouts and a single. Swing and a miss for 0-1 count now. The 0-1. Down in the dirt for ball 1, 1-1. Delivery here from Hoshide's fouled back behind us. 1-2. Sun no longer issue for these players. Lights turned on. The sun's down beyond the horizon. This makes it a little easier for this right half of the baseball diamond. As that's another wild pitch that reaches the backstop. First one, Hoshida went down. That one didn't. Not sure. Maybe just slipped, got away. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. So despite reaching the backstop twice already, he's able to get ground out and a strikeout. So still effective. Nacho Gonzalez comes up to a 2-out situation. A single in his first at bat, a ground out, and then a sack of bunt, which was a huge piece the 5 runs scored inning ago for the Doubledays. Takes ball 1-1-0. The 1-0. That's outside. Now moves the count 2-0. Again, that's down near the dirt, so now 3-0 count for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, again, he's a notable hitter for this team, batting 500, 22 at-bats. So it's not just a number that came and went with few at-bats. 522 at-bats, 11 hits, 5 runs scored. His 9 games played, and that's ball 4 for Gonzalez, and adds another total to his walk, which he had 3 coming into today, and will now be his 4th on the season. Coming up to the plate now is Flynn Shoup, number 2. 2 singles and a strikeout. He's 2 for 3. This takes pitch number 1 for strike 1. Statistically speaking, Flynn Shoup came in today with a batting average of 500 as that's driven to center field and it gets down. It's a base hit from Flynn Shoup. He continues his good day. Now moves on to 3 of 4. Another base hit. Now to bat, Justin Batts, the first baseman, number 32. Reached first off a fielder's choice his first inning. Second at bat, a single and a walk. Ushide, pitch number 1 is dribbled back to him. He's able to scoop it. No, he can't. Not exactly sure. Miscommunication there. James Quintero was coming to make the play there and scoop it. So no one was on first base. Russell was trying to get to first, but I'm not sure if he would have even beaten out Batts there. So
yeah, and even started with Ushide at the start of the play. He was taking like a little bit of tumble there, and he was trying to gain his footing again and still make the play. And of course, with all those things happening, James Quintero was trying to help him out, try to go get the ball, but then nobody was covering second, which led to obviously the runner now being at first.
Following that, Ethan Smith comes up to the plate. Fielder's choice ground out, a fly out, and a hit by pitch rounds up his day at the plate. Again, bases loaded. That's dribbled foul down the third baseline for a 1-1 count. Trying to avoid any more damage. Was able to put 2 quickly down to start off this inning, but since then a walk, single from Shoup, a single stayed in the infield from Batts. As a bases loaded situation for Ethan Smith with a 1-1 count. The delivery here sent back to Ushide. He scoops the throw to first. This time it goes according to plan for an out. Third out there brings it in to the 6th inning. Your score 4-7. The Auburn Doubledays take a lead. They haven't looked back since the bottom of the 5th. 2/3 of baseball done. 1/3 left to go. In the meantime, we'll take another look at the schedule. It's around that time that we do. So if we look at the schedule for upcoming games, right now for the Batavia Muckdogs, 24th, Wednesday, after a nice day off yesterday, they have a 13-game stretch coming up, and that's not including doubleheaders. So with that one against Newark, make it 14. But on Wednesday at Niagara, Canada, then Thursday at Jamestown, that'll bring an end to this 3-game away game stretch. Hosting Buffalo in an out-of-conference game on Saturday, at Newark on Sunday. Another out-of-conference game hosting Syracuse on Monday the 29th, and then back in Canada on Tuesday at Niagara. Lots and lots of Canada. Can't get enough of them, I guess.
Hope you have your passport ready to go or your new license.
New license.
What is it called?
Enhanced license?
There we go. There we go.
Of course I have an enhanced license and a passport. I actually have it on me in my backpack. I don't know if I should tell people that. Whoops. All right, but nonetheless, luckily I don't. That was a joke.
But anyway, going back to baseball, Matthew Chofé still on the mound for the Auburn Doubledays.
What my lawyer advised me to say. But now, like you said, going back to baseball, number 22, Kyle Vaughn. After a successful YMCA chant here at Falcon Park, number 17, Chofé. His day continues, and his arm has got to be getting tired as his pitch count keeps getting higher and higher. Fouled off for pitch number 1 from Vaughn. Trying to just make sure, or not make sure, but get anything started in terms of a rally here. Down 3 runs, that's driven high to center right. Stays in the center field, and the center fielder has the play for the Auburn Doubledays. Teddy Monahan gets underneath that one for the first out. Now up to bat, Jeremy Ramos, number 31. We'll bring it into the third go-round in this carousel for the batting order. First pitch inside for ball number 1. 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is now outside. So inside to outside, 2 balls, 2-0. Swing and foul. First strike in this count, and it's now 2-1. Ramos on the season batting at .316 and 7 starts, 7 games played. Sets outside, can't find its way into the framing. 3-1 for Ramos. It's 19 at-bats. Days had 2 more, both of those being groundouts. The 3-1 pitch is now a walk added to that. Brings an end to the bottom and now to the top of the batting order. Jalen David, again, he's been effective. Counts for half of the runs scored for this team, for the Muckdogs. 2 of them. He's 2 for 2. 2 singles and a walk. A single off an error, thank you. So make that 1 for 2 on the day. But again, over at first after ball 1 for David. It's too high, 2-0 count. Right now in the mind of the dugout for the Muckdogs is find a way to get just Jalen David on base. So effective out there, and that's a good kickstart to any rally. But the 2-0 pitch hangs within the box there for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Second pitch will do the same. 2-2. Able to find the lower end of the box for that. 2 strikes, 2 balls. And that's near David's head. He's going to have to do a little bit of limbo. Voids the pitch. But now full count and a payoff. Payoff to Jalen David. swings at it, fouls it off, and it's out of play. And the netting will roll back in. There it is. That boy will be able to run and grab that. We'll rinse and repeat the full count. 3-2 payoff. Driven over to right field. Able to get underneath his right fielder. No tag from Ramos to play at first in time. He tried to go 2. No tag up. Thought it could get down, but it doesn't. That's 2 outs from the Auburn Doubledays defense and brings it in to the top of the 7th. And it's still 4-7. Right now, the Batavia Muckdogs able to hold the Doubledays to a 0 in the last inning. But it was not without 3 batters being left on. So just have to escape a few more and get any rally in the next 2 innings. Muckdogs, that's either the top of the 8th or the top of the 9th for them. But bottom of the 7th, right around the corner when we come back.
In support of the Batavia Muckdogs, we would like to thank these corporate sponsors and community partners. Alex's Place, Allegheny Farm Services, AmeriGroup, Arc of Glow, Ashley Furniture, Batavia Downs, Batavia Foot Care Center, Batavia's Original, Best Choice Heating and Air, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Von Traeger Auctioneer, Bourbon and Burger, Bright Path Kids, Bully Hill Vineyards, Burger King, Casella Waste, Salino Plumbing, Chaplain Valley Equipment, Council Rock Wealth Advisory Group, Crosby's, Daily News, Dave's Ice Cream, Easttown Beverage, Eli Fish Brewing Company, Everdry Waterproofing, Farm Credit East, Burrell Gas, Ficarella's Pizza, Frank's Call Mr. Plumber, Freed Maxick, Genesee Community College, Geico, Local Batavia Office, Genesee County Chamber of Commerce, Genesee Lumber, Genesee Penny Saver, Go Health, Good Life, Ram Corporation, H.B. Hood, Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, J. Leonard McAndrew Funeral Home, Ken Barrett Chevrolet, Leaf Guard, Liberty Pumps, Louis J. Lang and Sons, Massive Testing, Mental Health Association of Genesee and Orleans, Magaveros Automotive, M-Power Agency, Next Era Energy, Northside Deli, New York School for the Blind, Oak Orchard Health, Oakwood Hills, OACA Milk Products, Olacy's, Overhead Door, PNCG, Pellegrino Auto Sales, RFG Associates, Skyworks, Stan's Harley Davidson, Stop DWI, Suburban Propane, TF Browns, Tompkins Bank of Castile, Tonawanda Valley Federal Credit Union, Toyota of Batavia, Trevor R. Rowley State Farm, Tri-County Auto Glass, Tully's, United Memorial Medical Center, UR Wilmot Cancer Institute, WBTA, Wright Beverage, and the YMCA. Thank you for your continued support.
Welcome back to the bottom
Batavia
of the
Muckdogs.
7th. Carter Fritz Ward has brought an end to Dean Hoshide's days. He's on the mound. Pitch number 1 to number 30 for the Auburn Doubledays. Brendan Smith is down low, so 1-0 count. Before we look at Fridge's stats in just a second, we'll see this pitch. And then look what Hoshide finished. Down low, now 2-0. But Dean Hoshide finished the day pitching 1 2/3 inning, allowing 3 hits, no runs, 2 batters walked, and 1 strikeout across 9 batters faced.
And Grayson Carter Fridge Ward has played in 3 games. He's got 1 win, 5 ERA, 7 inning pitched, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 8 walks, and 7 strikeouts.
Fridge to deal, swing and a miss. Fouled off, and the swing and miss now has 2 strikes. Delivery here from Ward. Oof. Close one there, called outside. Full count now, 3-2. Payoff driven right back to Ward over his head in the center field off a laser. That one just almost goes to the head of Ward. Only a few feet above it. It's one way to wake you up. It goes right out to the outfield. Glenn Brooks able to scoop it up, but it's a single from Brendan Smith. Now up for the Auburn Doubledays, number 20, Teddy Monahan. Again, he's been effective all game. He's 2 of 3. Had a ground out in his second at bat, but a single in his first and a 2 RBI double in the 5th inning, which is a big reason why the Auburn Doubledays lead at 7-4 right now. Fridge to deal. Inside. Count moves 2-0. Stare down over at first. Looks at Smith, deals home. Get it. It's in the picture frame for strike one, 2-1. It's ball 3 blocked down. (3-1) for Monahan. Fridge staring at Smith over at first. Deals home, and that's inside for ball 4. So walk Monahan for the first time today, and he now adds 2 runners to the bases, or will be the second runner to the bases. 1 on first, 1 at second. Jose Taveras comes up to the plate, strikeout, ground out, and a walk. So he's 0 for 2. Shows bunt, pulls back. In time on the pullback, it's ball 1, 1-0. Checks his bases, deals home the bunt shown, lays it down the third baseline. To throw from Inman, gets by Quintero, leaks out to foul territory and scores a runner off the error. So play that turned sideways for the Muckdogs defense. It was a perfectly placed bunt from Jose Taveras, able to lay it down. Third baseline, Inman comes in from third. Throw to Quintero wasn't exactly where it needed to be. Leaked out to foul territory, and runners come in. That's 1 more for the Auburn team, and now they lead 8-4 with 2 more runners in scoring position, all able to advance as well.
Grayson, to give a little correction, Cooper Russell was the person that was at first base. Quintero was trying to line up the bunt. And Jackson Inman makes another crucial mistake right there over at third base. Right now, that's just not a good look for you as that scores another run. It's now 9-4, Auburn Doubledays.
Inman is not able to scoop it in his glove off the hop. No throw, so another runner comes in. 9-4 is your score. Another player on the bag for the Doubledays. It was Luke Wire. Shows bunt. Strike one. Jaden Madrid up to bat here. Then replaced Colin Howe earlier. Shows bunt once more. Lays it down. Another good one. Inman to throw first to Russell. Is on the mark this time for an out. Thank you for that correction earlier, Jarrett. It was the throw from Inman to Cooper Russell on that error play that allowed a runner to come in. The runners advance to second and third. That's only the first out here. The Doubledays lead by 5, and they're trying to add more. But we've reached the top of the order. It's the 5th go-around now. Chase Macy at the plate. Pitch inside, 1-0 count. One-0 pitch. Fouled off down the third baseline. 1-1. And a wild pitch gets behind Romick. The play at the plate. In time.
What a play.
Way to cover the plate from Ward. Looked like a bad mistake there. Able to quickly use super glue and patch that one up. That pitch got off the backstop. Romick able to cover it fast. Ward came right in. He knew immediately that one got away. Well positioned, and he just dove and covered the plate as fast as possible. Able to make the play, the second out now. Upstairs for ball 3. Time called, just changing up the baseball. Runner also able to advance to 3. So one runner now left on. The 3-0 is now 4-0. Ball upstairs puts runners on the corners. Nacho Gonzalez with 3. A single, ground out, sac bunt, and a walk so far. Now he shows up for his 5th plate appearance. So it's Luke Wire over on 3rd for Auburn. Again, runners on the corners, fresh count for Gonzalez. Pickoff attempt at 2. Safe. Guire doesn't move, and now 2 runners standing in scoring position on 2 and 3. Fridge deals. That's dribbled over to Quintero. He makes the snag. The underhand toss to Ward in time for the 3rd out. So the Auburn Doubledays add 2 more. And the bottom of the 7th, your score now 4-9. Entering the top of the 8th. The Muckdogs are in desperate need of a rally. We'll be back in just a second.
Hey man, welcome to Whole Life. How you doing?
What is this place?
Oh, don't worry. It's the best gym you can find in the Batavia area. Open free weights at any point, anytime. Don't forget, this gym is open for 24 hours. Don't worry, if you're not even just trying to use weights, you can use calisthenics as well. But again, official gym of your Batavia Muckdogs for a reason.
Where do I sign up?
Don't worry, let me bring you to the front desk.
Bad boys, what you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Sheriff and Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do.
We don't want you to like coming here. We want you to love coming here. Batavia Downs, official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
All right, Dewey, what are we thinking here?
Hi, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Are you guys all set?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, what can I start you with to drink?
To drink, can we just get 2 waters, please?
Of course. And then did you decide on your meals?
Yes, we are ready, aren't we, Dewey?
Wonderful. What can I get for you?
Can we start with the Alex's Cut?
Of course. All right.
All right.
What else can I get for you?
Dewey?
Ribs?
Dewey will take Alex's famous baby back pork ribs.
Fantastic.
Try Alex's Ribs at Alex's Place, the official sponsor of the Batavia Muckdogs.
Top of the 8th. For this matchup between the Batavia Muckdogs and the Auburn Doubledays. Your score at 9-4 in Auburn's favor. We have a pitching change out there on the mound. Pedograsso. Ryan Pedograsso on the mound.
Yep, Ryan Pedograsso has had 2 appearances right now with a 7.36 ERA. He's had a 3.2 average, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts so far.
Pedagrasso's job right now is to make sure that Muckdogs don't get a rally going. Jackson Inman will be the start to a potential Muckdog rally, which they desperately need, being down 5 with 2 chances left.
Set the bat boy to get in one of the guys' bats. That's funny.
First pitch, ball number 1, a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch is down low, downstairs, 2-0.
Got dinner? Huh? Got dinner?
2-0 is now 3-0 with an outside pitch. The 3-0 deal. No green light there, and it's strike 1. It's now 3-1 count from Pedograsso. Three-one deal. Able to hover on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Went from 3-0 to full now. And a payoff incoming for Inman. Still in search of his first hit of the day. Payoff, swing and fouled off. So rinse and repeat, we'll do it again.
That will be your Sunday or Tuesday. No, I'm talking this weekend and next week.
One more payoff. Here we go. Delivery. That's inside, and that's the suck in his gut and move on to first. If they walk, so one runner on, and Evan Brock comes up to the plate again.
Yeah, Wednesday, Sunday and Wednesday.
And Brock, Mr. Reliable, needs to be more reliable than ever right here, given the situation the Muckdogs are in. First pitch is a little close to comfort, almost a buzz cut. This is ball number one, a 1-0 count.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours, 15 minutes.
Pitch number two, again, inside 2-0. The 2-0. Says strike the throw to first to try to get Inman. He's safe. Not going to find any success on that. So 2-1. Following that pitch, was able to sit on the plate for strike one. Delivery. Called inside. Evan Brock disagrees with that. He stepped off away from that. He was not going to get anywhere near that pitch. Thought it was ball three, but no, instead it's a 2-2 count for Brock. Pedal Grosso. Deals here. That one said to be high by Blue. Now another full count, back-to-back situations. Inman got on base with the walk. We'll see if Evan Brock does the same. Payoff.
Watch the inside pitch right here.
Fouled off, so deja vu. Same situation with Inman on his first payoff. He fouled off. Another walk here wouldn't be the most worst thing in the world, but I know Evan Brock, he never comes up to the plate with that intention. 3-2, full count. Payoff. Sends that back to Pedro Grosso. Play at 2 is in time. The play at 1 in time, so a ground out double play. Ground out double play unassisted from the second baseman from Auburn, Nacho Gonzalez. That was the last thing I could tell you the Muckdogs wanted or needed. So that's now 2 outs for Glenn Brooks in the top of the 8th. First pitch, watches that one over the plate for strike one. And that one almost grazes Glenn Brooks. He's able to avoid it, but ball 1-1.
Yeah, and he also almost got it inside. That was almost a really nasty pitch right there. But a little bit of luck right there as it's now a 1-1 count.
1-1 deal. Swing and a miss. Moves count 2-1. Or 1-2, excuse me. 1-2 delivery to Glenn Brooks. And that hits him in the numbers on the back for a hit by pitch. Puts Glenn Brooks over at first. Out to the plate, number 1, Cooper Russell. A walk, reach first off an error. Strikeout looking. Strike 1 looking for the first pitch of this at-bat. It's 0-1 count. Dribbled just in front of home plate to throw at first. On the mark and in time. Brings up the third out. And the end to the top of the 8th. No change in the score. Auburn still leads 9-4, heading to the bottom of the 8th, where they try to make sure by adding on a few more runs and putting away the Batavia Muckdogs. The Muckdogs defense needs an answer to keep it within 5. We'll be back in just a moment. Bottom of the 8th, here we go at Falcon Park between this matchup of the Auburn Doubledays and the Batavia Muckdogs, as that one is sent high towards foul line over in right field, and it's caught in foul territory.
The first baseman, number 32,
Flynn Shoup is the one who did the flyout in foul territory. Now Justin Batts. He comes back for his 5th go-around in the batting order for the Auburn Doubledays. Again, they lead 9-4 in terms of offense. They had their number with 5 runs in the 5th inning. It's a big reason for why they lead here by such a big margin. Swing and a miss for Batts. Now moves the count 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Gets that to sit right over the plate for strike 3. Just like that, 2 up, 2 down so far. Bats goes down looking. Number 13, the right fielder for Auburn, Ethan Smith. Ethan Smith is 0 for 3 on the day. With the ground out, a fly out, hit by pitch, and a ground out. He's not had his first hit just yet. That's ball low in the dirt for a 1-0 count. Check swing. He went 1-1.
Can't even listen. I can't even listen. Just making sounds.
Steps off. Fridge needs some more time. Again, he's trying to make sure that no more damage is done. Batavia will only have one more chance to bring this within 5. Swing and a miss. A little extra time pays off on that. As Smith swinging, it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. So rinse and repeat, the count stays 1-2. One, two, fouled off once more. And that's strike 3. So able to finally put Smith away. That's a good inning from Batavia, but might be a little too late. The top of the 9th is their last chance to bring it back within 9. We'll stay on air for this one. Before I ask you a question, Jarrett, we'll take a look around the league. Of course, we have the score right here, but Newark at Niagara, Canada leads the Ironbacks, should I say, 10-3. Jamestown visiting Niagara Falls Americans. Jamestown is leading 12-6 at the top of the 8th. I'm pretty sure the Geneva and Elmira game is not loading as it's top of the 1st, so not going to go with that one. But within the West Division, those are your games right now.
Because we got a little bit of a show going on right now, but continue.
Jarrett, we've seen all of it really today so far with terms of defense and offense. What do you think right now for the Muckdogs? Kind of takeaways right now, what they have to get done. I mean, it's kind of obvious of what they have to get done, but so far, what do you think of the game?
Yeah, so right now, here's what they got to do. I understand that you want to get aggressive, you want to get hits early, but you also want to try to work the count a little bit here. Try to get 3-2. Don't get super aggressive and see that first pitch and try to hit it, because that's not really your option right now. It's not really working. Work the count right now. Take a breather. Know the situation right now. Work the count. Try to get the pitch count up, and hopefully you can get out of this situation, and hopefully try to get some runs going to hopefully bring a comeback in this game.
So right now for the top of the 9th, last chance, and leading things off will be number 9, excuse me. Pinch hitter, Landon Hu. Comes up to the batter's box, replacing James Quintero. Got Patagrasso. Does strike 1 right there. Has Who swinging. 1-1 count here. That's driven high into foul territory. Is it in play? No. So Petagrosso still out there serving as the closer for the Auburn Doubledays. As it's a 1-2 count for Landon who came in for James Quintero. 1-2 pitch fouled off. Trying to keep Muckdogs alive and get a rally to start. 1-2. Said Landon who thinks it's inside. The blue says it's inside, but over the plate for strike 3, and that's a strikeout looking. So that's the first out, and now 2 more outs. The Auburn team to get a win here at home. Cooper Romick. And walked twice. The fielder's choice ground out in his first plate appearance. That one sits over the plate from Petagrosso for strike 1, a 1 count. That's swing and foul. That's a swing and foul. It's now 0-2. Yo to Romick. That's up high upstairs for ball 1. First one in this count is it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 swings, and that's out of play. I'm going for the outside pitch. Stayed alive, able to get underneath and make contact. Rinse and repeat, it's still a 1-2 count. One, two. Driven over to right, and it gets down in shallow territory. Base hit, it's a single for Romick. So that's some life from the Muckdogs. It's a 1-out single. And that some life is anything they need right now. Up to the plate, Miles Manel. He's 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles to start. And then a ground out that turned into a double play in his third. This takes the pitch 1 for strike 1. That some life, as mentioned before, needs to continue on. With Manel in control, calls time. 0-1. Ooh, wow, able to stay on the inside. Hover over the plate. Down toward that bottom left. That's strike 2. 0-2. The 0-2 delivery sent to second. Scoop there. That's 1. No, it's over. And that leaks over to left field. And hold on. What seems like almost like a pulse to my heart of a repeat of the double plays that we've seen multiple times. Too many that I can count that have unfortunately turned from ground outs over to second or short and turned into not 1 but 2 outs. Life continues here. Can't find the glove of shortstop from Auburn. Number 7, Chase Macy. Excuse me. And now runners on the corners. And it's
number 3 right now, Mason Davey right now. He's pinch hitting for Kyle Vaughn.
Thank you. First pitch is a hit by pitch. That got away and off the release. You could see that one was wild to the start, and now bases loaded.
We got life here, folks. There's a heartbeat right now. There's some opportunities right now. Only 1 out. Pitching coach is coming out. Nobody in the bullpen right now, so I'm assuming they're sticking with him. But right now he's got bases loaded, 1 out. The trend has been right now they're working counts. They're getting hit by pitches right now. They got the lifeline right there on the air with the double play. Now you have bases loaded. You're in the bottom of your lineup, but after Jeremy Ramos up to bat, you got your top of the order. You got Evan Brock. You got Jeremy David. Those are the guys, or Jalen David. Those are the guys that you want up to bat in these kind of situations to see if hopefully we get a comeback here. Because right now they are sticking with Grasso.
We'll see what happens. Like you said, pulse has been found. Bases loaded, 1 out. Number 31, Jeremy Ramos. That's outside. Like you mentioned, there is no one in the bullpen. No one's still there, so just a quick talk with Patagrasso. Jalen David on deck. And that's another one outside. 2-0 count. So Romick started things off. Excuse me. Oh, it was Romick who started things off. He applied some CPR, and that's another outside down low 3-0 count for Ramos, who's not had to swing the bat. We'll see if he gets the green light. Romick applied CPR. Miles Manel almost took our breath away with that one. That almost seemed like a double play, but the 3-0 pitch is upstairs and a runner brought in. So bases stay loaded, and Jalen David is to bat here. Hold on, folks.
Now we're finally seeing somebody running into the bullpen. That is somebody it's number 31. And just looking at the stat sheets, this would be his first time pitching for the Auburn Doubledays.
Strike 1 for David. Again, bases loaded, 1 brought in. With the bases loaded, following a walk of Jeremy Ramos. It's a 4-0 count. A swing and a miss there. 0-2 now against David. Big situation here. Fouled off, so this at-bat stays alive. Again, Jalen David right now at the plate. 5th plate appearance, leadoff man for this team today. His bases loaded, 1 out. 0-2. That's outside. It almost got away. Tavera is able to stop that. So 1-2 pitch now. Delivery. Fouled off. Jalen David's not going down without a fight. One-two count still. Driven to short. The scoop, the play at first in time. The play at first not in time. So one more brought in with the RBI single, but another out. So the situation, Batavia down 3. It's 6-9. 2 runners on the corners. Jalen David over at first. Jackson Inman at the plate. And Mason Davey at third. First pitch, driven high, deep to right field, and able to get found. So Batavia able to put a little bit of a spook for the Auburn Doubledays, showing life at the top of the 9th, but it was a little too late. Final score, 6-9. The Auburn Doubledays take home the win here at home at Falcon Park. And that's a big win for the Doubledays as they sat in 3rd place today against the number 1 seed in the West Division, Batavia Muckdogs. With that, Doubledays advance to a record of 10-5. The Batavia Muckdogs fall to 12-4. Again, your final score here: Auburn Doubledays 9, Batavia Muckdogs 6. Jarrett, take me through what happened and maybe a few things that went wrong for the Muckdogs.
Yeah, this whole time I keep looking back at that 5th inning right there where they gave up 5 runs. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot with errors and stuff. And also those 2 batters that got hit that led to those bases loaded, those runners in scoring position right now. I keep looking back at that 5th inning where they gave up 5 runs and they just could not get themselves back into that situation. The pitching for Auburn got the job done for them. And right now, they now have to go to Canada and Jamestown. Jamestown is another big talking point kind of game on Thursday where it will be the 1 seed against the 2 seed. But first, we got to go to Canada first for Niagara Ironbacks.
You said this game, a lot of consequences. I mean, still plenty of baseball to be played, but so far it's not going to show for too well in terms of the standings. Batavia now. Oh, thank you for that correction there. 2 more runs scored in the 9th. Wrong team. But
all right, hang on,
so we'll get that fixed. There we go. It's all fixed up now. Batavia finishes 6 runs. Auburn's 9. 6-9 is your final score. Batavia now 12-4. Auburn 10-5. Batavia still holds first place, but Jamestown, they're going to get a win by projections. Today's scores until that finishes up. But again, we thank you for joining tonight's broadcast over all the way in Auburn. Tomorrow again, we remind you, we're in Canada against the Ironbacks. So a little bit of a drive there, so you'll have to join us unless you brought your passport and would love to go on the road. We'll see you tomorrow on the broadcast here, and then we'll also see you at Jamestown on Thursday, then hosting Buffalo and then on a conference game at 6:30 Friday, then hosting Niagara, bringing them home for a doubleheader Saturday starting at 4:30. Again, doubleheaders are 7 innings. And then back on the road at Newark, 5 p.m. on Sunday, hosting out of conference on Monday versus Syracuse, and then on the road back to Canada on Tuesday at 6:30. So plenty of opponents, plenty of different locations, home, away, all the combo. 14-game stretch coming up for the boys. They just went down one with a loss, unfortunately, here. Final score against Batavia 6, Auburn Doubledays 9. We thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. We'll see you tomorrow on the road in Canada. Everyone, have a good night.